Okay, going forward from now, you probably aren't going to see any more videos where I talk about the number of calories. And I just wanted to explain what I meant when I said calories don't exist. They do exist in a sense that calories are an energy measurement. So they give an estimate of how much energy is in something, be it food or metal or wood or whatever. It's got some kind of calorie measurement that can be had from it. However, and I'm going a bit theoretical here, how we measure calories is not appropriate for how we digest food and beverages. So in our stomachs, we use stomachs. Well, we stomach. So yeah, we use acid. And in the tests that scientists have been using for a long time now to measure calories, they've been using fire. I'm pretty sure that none of us have a potbelly stove in our stomachs. So, using fire to measure the calories of food is not an accurate representation of how many calories we can get. Number one, and I can't say that one is necessarily more effective than the other. Um, but we also have to remember that when they do this test, they're putting the food in a flask, a glass flask, I believe, and it's got oxygen in there, which enhances the burning. And then that's inside of another container that's got water in it, and they're measuring, I think it is the temperature change, if I recall correctly. So that's vastly different from what's going on in our stomachs, and it is not an accurate representation of how many calories you can expect to get out of something. So that is why I say it doesn't exist. It does, calories exist. Energy, in fact, is what we're really talking about here. And energy exists in everything. In some things, it's very active. In other things, it's very, inactive. But it's there. Even we even produce magnetic fields, which is a byproduct of electricity. And so I just want people to understand that when I say there is no such thing as calories, it's because calories is just a measurement, and a poor measurement at that, of the energy that we extract from what we consume. The other thing I wanted to note is that I previously put up a video, not just about calories, I did another one about Pareve, and explained that I had communicated with a Jew and we had discussed the relevance of Pareve to Muslims, and that in most cases it's probably not particularly relevant to them. So no longer will you see me, well, probably coming up here relatively quickly, you'll no longer see videos where I say Pareve is safe for Jews and Muslims in that respect. I will just say Pareve. And I'm also no longer going to be, at some point in the future here, when I get caught up on my backlog of the videos, you'll stop hearing me say it's kosher or it's halal, and so it's safe for Jews and Muslims. I'm just going to say kosher or halal. And there are a few products that are actually both kosher and halal, or pareve and halal. But I'm not going to explain that, because if you're well, and the reason I have been explaining it is because a lot of Jews and Muslims are not aware of how very similar in many ways the two things are. There are some differences, of course, so it's not going to work 100% of the time, but it does work fairly often when it comes to most foods that are marked kosher or halal. However, I'm no longer going to say that, because I could potentially accidentally say, "Oh, this is kosher, therefore it's also safe for Muslims," and when it is not actually safe. And then the same could be true if it's kosher and I say it's safe for Jews. I might inadvertently also be incorrect. So I'm not going to be specifying it's safe for Jews and Muslims anymore. So over time, you'll see all the videos where I continue to say that it will have been put out, and you'll just not hear these things anymore. So yeah, thanks for sticking with me. We're now over 1,300 subscribers, and honestly, I made this channel for me to help me remember at the grocery store if I like a particular product or not, and never expected it to make any money, and never expected it to have subscribers. It was just completely surprising to me, and it still surprises me, but I appreciate it. It doesn't earn me anywhere near enough money to pay for all of the things that I buy. I mean, I would be producing very few reviews if I limited myself to just what the revenues I've earned so far off this channel have given me, which is probably about $200 since June or July, which is when I started with the monetization. So yeah, it's all coming out of my pocket pretty much, and losing money, buying things that I don't normally choose to buy, and yeah, which is not good for my health. So I probably will be slowing down on the number of videos. And just to clarify, you may have noticed that in the past I would put out 5 videos a day. I reduced that to 4 videos a day because I want there to be a backlog. And the reason is that if I end up getting sick or I'm injured or something like that, or I go on vacation, I want there to be enough videos available for me to cover even a long hiatus from the channel, without me having to do anything about it. That's just important. And sometimes I am not entirely happy with it because there are some products that are seasonal or for the holidays only, like panettone, which is only sold at Aldi during the November and December, if I remember correctly. So it's kind of a sometimes good, sometimes bad thing that there's a delay sometimes of months before you see something that I've reviewed. But it is what it is. But you're probably going to eventually see the number of videos reduced from 4 to a lower number at some point in the future here, because I really have to try harder to protect my heart, which I have atherosclerosis, palpitations, and angina and hypertension, and I really don't want that to get worse. And my diet has definitely helped me, but some of the products I review are definitely not helping. So thanks so much for watching, and if you don't mind, please subscribe and like the videos you like, dislike the videos you don't like, comment, share your tips on how to make a product taste better. I know, and if you have an interest in me trying to find, say, a nutritionist or a dietitian who can help me make videos saying these are the products you should definitely avoid, these are the products that are actually good for you, and that kind of thing, please let me know. I would be willing to consider doing that, finding somebody who wants to be a partner with me on kind of giving a more in-depth look at whether a product is good or bad, because I don't talk about it a lot in my videos. And also, I'd like to know how you feel about the health talk videos that I've been adding to the channel of late. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for being a subscriber. If you don't mind, also, if you see a video that you think is particularly useful, please share it with others. And have a wonderful day.